Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some extremely interesting news when it comes to Sony and the fact that they're actually working on some brand new controller features, both for the PlayStation 5 and PC. And this is also really nice to go and see in general, because as you guys know, one of the best selling points for the PlayStation 5 is the controller, the adaptive feedback, the rumbles, all the unique features it has. And of course, I just think it kind of ties in very well with the future of the PlayStation 5 console. So on the fact that there actually is even more stuff that's being in the works for it, and also more even new future updates for it, it will once again keep on kind of holding all the edge over Xbox, and of course, well, kind of Nintendo, if you could even factor them on in. And overall, I think it's just a very nice thing to go and talk about. So as well, if any of you guys are brand new, I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic Labor Day, just relaxing, chilling, and enjoying the day off. I'm probably going to go for a little bit of a hike right after this video is all done. Probably have another video out for you guys later on tonight, as well, just so you guys are all just being safe. As well, if any of you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on, as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100, you guys go get free stack and free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. And of course, like the video and comment down below your thoughts all throughout this good old stuff. So as I mentioned, we actually kind of get new information every now and then, and I'm sure this upcoming week is going to be utterly fantastic because we do have our Thursday PlayStation event that I cannot wait to go and co-stream and check on out. But for this, there's always things in the inner works. As you guys have even seen, we've had brand new consoles out throughout these past few weeks. We also have brand new patents all the time, so let's go and talk about this. We actually have a nice little article over here from Spiel Times, one of the homies over there. Let's go and bring this big boy on out. Let me do a nice little go over here and be good to go. So basically, we have this all confirmed over here saying Sony PlayStation is working on new controller features for the PlayStation 5 and PC, which is also kind of cool. So with the release of the PS5 last year, Sony is all set for a few years in terms of the gaming console market, which I mean, even though just my own little type bit on this, it is kind of funny too, because, well, at least in my opinion, we still have those that really big drama when it comes to all of the, the new generation, new iteration of the console, maybe a PlayStation Pro for a little bit. So, just like, I just saw that one. But basically, a PlayStation 6 won't be arriving for a long time, but that doesn't mean that it can't still treat its fans. What we have for you today is an unannounced news over here, well, it's announced now from them, about a new controller feature that Sony is working on. Every gamer knows that controller is a very important aspect of providing an optimum gaming experience, which I do fully agree on that one. So adding some new features to the controller will only be doing good, which I kind of agree on that. So according to patently, Apple and Sony is working on possible additions to a future game controller for the PS5 and PC, which once again, kind of the major big selling point for the PlayStation 5 is the controller. So any new updates, any new features and all that stuff is very, very nice. Patently, Apple is an organization that conducts patent research and keeps track of the new happenings related to patents. So this is how sometimes you guys have probably seen our videos throughout the past few months or so, where sometimes you get new features of the PlayStation console, the PlayStation Store, or that really funny thing where basically they were trying to go and make AI to play games for you. there's some funny things out there every now and then. So basically with this, the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office published Sony Interactive's patent application is this trillion 20210268373 this week. Sony Interactive Entertainment filed the application for a patent on May 15th, 2021. So it doesn't mean it just was is old news. It's more so it just finally went public and either was approved or had more additional information on it. So cited features in the patent application include a force feedback mechanism to improve simulation play, thermal camera, and biometric sensors. So look at this, big boy, oh boys, look at this. This will get a nice little clip out over here, boys. This is insanity when it comes to all this stuff on here. So basically you see the tap new, you have electromagnets in there now too as well. Even on the joystick, you can energize one or more electromagnets as appropriate to exert force on the collar of a joystick. So at least from what I think, we'll probably look a little bit more into it throughout this, is that maybe it adds a little bit more feedback in the actual controller itself, in the actual joystick itself. You also move the magnets too as well, to maybe just move around the magnets around in the console. So maybe we could even use that. This is just all my first opinions. Maybe you're driving a car. Then you can maybe move slightly on side to side. I might be wrong, but this is at least what I kind of think off this in the first place too as well. And on top of it, just a few other things too. So a single omnidirectional motor or two more per joystick. So a lot of interesting pictures you guys can kind of see from this. I'm not covering up anything super bad, but we're basically just seeing more patents floating around for all this good stuff over here. So Sony may implement a very first force feedback mechanism in a computer simulation controller. Sony has introduced this mechanism for providing resistance force to the movement of a joystick. So like I said, it's kind of like, you got to move up, down, left, right, or whatever. With that, it's very intriguing, it kind of gives you like maybe a little extra force feedback. As I mentioned, maybe if you're driving, you have to like really go and pull down on the actual thing itself to be able to go move to the left or the right. Or maybe like you're in like a dirt road, you're in mud, maybe you're even boating, and it has like weird little clips of like you can't move, like it doesn't do anything. Maybe it's like really loose midair, really tighter when you're on ground. A lot of kind of things like that, just for like the rough concept for that. So these new mechanisms may include a collar around the joystick as well as a plural electromagnets. These electromagnets can be energized individually or in an appropriate combinations to provide a magnetic force on the joystick. So all of this, because once again, one of the bigger selling points of the PlayStation 5 console is the fact of how unique, how different the actual motors themselves, and all the really nice fine-tuned adaptive feedback it has. So the patent diagram also includes a motorized force feedback mechanism that includes a manipulable control, joystick or trigger. This motorized mechanism can be coupled to the controller to provide a resistance force to the controller. Like everything about this seems awesome. I love the idea of this. That aside, it may be implemented by a piezoelectric haptic trigger and motor creating resistance to the motion of the controller. Like everything I'm seeing over here, this seems awesome. So like just basically imagine you're trying to move the joystick left, right, up, or down, and sometimes there's more like force against it. There's actual stuff on that. Or maybe I'll use the battery example for like driving. I think a lot of this would be really nice more so for car stuff or single player games that would be involved with like, driving and all that type of stuff. I'm sure the really creative people out there can come up with more ideas, really off the top of my head, that's what I think. So the patent describes thermal imaging cameras too as well as part of their network system. There might be one or more cameras on the console, the AVD, audio-visual device, and one on the controller. Also listed were a number of sensors, with one being a biometric sensor. Unfortunately, not many details were provided on the same, so we can't help you with that. But it hints at the fact that Sony is considering Touch ID style biometrics to authenticate users. So that's on the middle on that one. It's kind of weird because maybe if you have a friend over, it might be weird, like they might not be able to actually use your console, but I could also maybe see that being very nice in case like when someone steals your console, then in theory, if they try to activate it, they can maybe send a signal out because it's actually plugged on in, or as well maybe like, I don't know. I can see like good and bad for both that. Also, at this point, we do not have an idea of whether there will be a new controller altogether or just be an improved version of the current DualSense wireless PS5 controller. I'd be surprised on either or. Like, we're probably not going to have any major changes throughout the next, I'd say year or two or so, give or take. But something else to go and note is we did go and see the we actually saw the console, the PlayStation 5 console, go and get updated without really any kind of notice. We saw the patents come out, and it just kind of happened. Like, it just kind of showed up on the free market, and we're all like, oh, cool. So I would actually not be surprised if this actually happens sooner rather than later. Or as well, sometimes we do see mid-generational, little bits of, small controller improvements or small controller attachments or camera attachments, stuff like that. So let's keep you guys all in the loop for that one, too, as well. So really cool. I think it's always really nifty. And as I mentioned throughout this, it's very nice to go and see the fact that these controllers are a big selling point. They're very unique for Sony, and they're very cool things in general. So the fact that we're still seeing them work on patents and work on copyrights to basically go and make them even better is awesome to see. Now, we still have a little bit of drama with the previous, console itself, which is kind of we still have to wait for more information on that. But the fact that Sony is always trying to innovate and make new content is always nice for us to go and see. So I hope you guys did go and enjoy the video itself. If any of you guys are brand new, you guys like Sony news, gaming news, and of course trying to find your consoles, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway going on. We also have the Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch stream as well, link down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stack and free mine, just instantly sell it. And of course, Coinbase, if you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency, you guys go and get free Bitcoin. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching, and enjoy the rest of your Labor Days, and I'll see you guys all later on, and drop a like on the video. Love you guys.